a farm that grows food through permaculture methods and then shares at a free farmers market every Sunday in the Mission. They set up a whole farmers market. Over 100 people come every Sunday and get free food. Free farm stand. And then also the soccer field's right across from where we are now. They're planning on paving over with 7 acres of AstroTurf.
What the fuck?
Let me give you one more piece, man.
Which is actually like a mixture of grinded up car tires and other rubbers and metals. It's like,
Not good for the environment.
it will basically suffocate those 7 acres of soil and not allow water to drain.
Not only that, on the plan for that project, some of this property, which is you know, looks like shit, is going to be torn up and paved over with petroleum and everything else, concrete.
So some ideas that we had were like to increase space to grow food with each other, and to gather in community. We were thinking about planting a forest garden here. So yesterday we started bringing in a bunch of soil and mulch and seeds and cardboard for a method that permaculturists use called sheet mulching, where you lay down a layer of cardboard and then green materials like leaves and stems, and then soil and compost, and then wood chips at the top. And over like 3 months to 6 months, around these climate, more like 3, that'll decompose into a really good soil. And then in spring, if we wanted, we could plant a forest garden here. Fruit trees, nut trees, berry bushes, edible plants, perennial vegetables, medicinal herbs, basically anything that you want to grow that's also useful for people. The woman who came yesterday that did a workshop on rainwater collection said that one of these roofs would be a perfect place to collect rainwater and then clean it for drinking or for irrigating plants. She was suggesting we dig swales, which is basically when you dig like a 6-inch deep, 1-foot ditch along contour, which basically means along the same level of elevation. And then the water, it then allows the water to seep in. As the water's coming down a hill, it goes into the swale, and there's a berm here, and it allows the water to really get in deep, and then plant roots, trees are planted on the berm, and those trees get a lot more water that way. So we have materials coming today for sheet mulching, and I don't know, I guess in terms of like how we envision this space and how we can envision other spaces in the city, I'd like to hear what other people want to do here or elsewhere.
We're talking planet-wide as well. Quebec, Chile, all around the world, people are rising up. This is the first anniversary of Occupy. Wall Street East and Wall Street West. So it's all connected. So all ideas.
Hey, I want to make an announcement. I just used this restroom over here and it's open. So people have been asking where to go, number 2. So it's right over here where the football field is.
Yes.
What you call soccer.
The trailhead is right to the right of that sign.
So where do we go from here if you want to take a leak?
Clean.
To the bush. Right there.
By the way, take a shit in the bathroom.
If not, you know how to pack in and pack out.
So should we go around the circle? We start and just throw your ideas out, and then we'll connect. Let's go around the circle, starting with Ryan. Hey, brother. What's your vision?
My vision?
Alright, well, you can give your vision, then my brother. We're gonna go around.
Oh, me.
Future.
I always envisioned, like when I first came here, this to be like a giant garden, or like even both sides of these sandy like middle trail. Like I always saw us like camping here, like creating like this awesome mini city, because like it's way more room than we ever had at JHP, and like there's division, there's enough room for us to expand, and actually with that much room to expand, like as you can tell, we're a lot friendlier. There was like no aggro, no anything that happened here. Like it was calm, peaceful, it was awesome. And like if we can continue that, like if we can keep that vibe, it'd be freaking great.
My name's Melody. I like to see it turn into an eco-village where we could teach people how to plant and everything, like the classes, collect rainwater, everything that's been going on this weekend. I'd also like to know if somebody has a car that's willing to give me a ride so I can go pick up some I have half a pound of good trim and bud that I usually bake with, but I'm willing to donate it today. So I need a ride to 16th and Potrero. If anybody wants to go, I'll go pick up a half pound so we can all stay high today.
Thank you.
Get a volunteer.
Excuse me. I'm not trying to volunteer. Can I please make an announcement?
Yeah.
We're trying to, like, there's quite a bit of area where people can put different amounts of trash, recycling, compost, all sorts of stuff. Please. I really don't like finding broken bottles.
Thank you.
It's really, really shitty. You guys, and a lot of people spend a lot of time and hope for the people that helped this morning with the trash. Please help them so they don't, if everybody does a little bit of work, there's not one person doing it all.
If you see it, pick it up.
You see it, get it. There's a lot of dogs and a lot of hippies that like to run around barefoot. I am one of them.
I hate shoes.
I hate shoes. I found there was somebody that found a dirty needle from a while back earlier this morning. I mean, please pick up your stuff. Help everybody get rid of it. You don't have to haul it out. You just gotta haul it to the trash can. It's not a major feat. You go there for food anyway.
Thank you, sister.
You went to this council. Let's walk through and do the fair. Okay, now then, cut back to the chase. Is there a volunteer to help us figure it out to get this system to get the health phones or boats? There's gotta be a.
You have a clip guard.
She also got some kites and some other stuff too.
You gotta go back.
Step up to the plate. We'll find somebody. Thank you, Megan. Okay, so let's keep going around. Hey, brother.
I'm Ron. I've got it, 101 Hopperon. Out here, I can Ron or any other name that I feel like acting out at the time. I got a lot of them. But my vision is
Speak up, will you? Speak up so you can be heard.
my vision for this space. My vision for this space.
Focus.
Mic check.
Mic check.
My vision for this space is to no, I don't need mic check for that. I'll broadcast. My vision for this space is for it to be a base camp that we bring people in, teach them to learn sustainably, and then launch them out to satellite sustainable communities here in the city, in Oakland, around the bay, down on the farm at Boulder Creek, and out in other farms that we can get to. So that basically this is the go-to spot. People get directed here first. They're given some skills, they're given a little bit of training and living in communities, they're given a chance to watch documentaries at night, get educated as to why we're really here, and then they get to go choose the spaces they want to go and work at. So it's a pretty big vision, but it's just a scaled back version of my ultimate vision for the big island of Hawaii, with 12 sustainable communities in each of the 12, well actually there's only 11 bioregions and climate zones. But the idea is to have a global demonstration of sustainable living in all environments that people choose to live in. So people can go there for a 2-week Sustainable Living 101 course and come home with something that's appropriate for their climate zone.
Free food, no rent, good cause. We feel better about ourselves, and by the time they get sick of us, we've already left.
What's your vision?
My name is Deborah.
Deborah.
I didn't really envision anything before I came here, but if I did, this is it plus everything else.
All of the above.
It's so beautiful. The people here are wonderful. I've been crying all weekend because I'm so happy. I'm not on any drugs. I wish I was, but I'm just overwhelmed with happiness this weekend, you guys.
We love you too.
If there was an Occupy All-Star, this would be it. This is like the All-Star weekend we're having right now. And I know that with every single one of you here, and even to our brothers and sisters who aren't here, we can make whatever we want happen.
We already have. We already have. It's a done deal. Slam dunk.
Hello everyone, Dr. Love, Rick Barksdale. I really didn't have too much of a vision myself. I was actually envisioning more of a concert, which we did have yesterday. A few more people. I think that we subterfuged ourselves into a private party rather than having a public experience, which is kind of what I was expecting. But I like what's going on here. I like the ideas that are being spread around. I'm definitely down with sustainable living. I think we have tons of labor force that are learning these practices that can be utilized out in our communities as well. We can use their own weapons against them. They're all money grubbers. They're all about commercialism. They're all about cash. If we start offering to plant edible foods in people's yards and doing landscaping that's beautiful and useful instead of just flowery shit wasting public water, if we can walk down the street on any city and pick up an apple or grapes or tomatoes or whatever grows well in that particular climate, and if we can do it with as much zero-scaping as possible, so we don't even have to waste our water supplies on because every community, every environment has ideal plants that grow there, and there are useful plants. There's so many plants that the cities and governments are planting throughout our communities that are just for fluff, man. They have no useful purpose. They don't feed anyone. They don't house anything except for squirrels, which is good. I love squirrels and birds, But I'm saying, if we would volunteer our skills, our knowledge, and our labor out to the greater community and tell them we'll do this shit for free, brother, they're gonna snap it up, man. And that's what I'd like to see, not just here, but everywhere, man. I want to walk down the street and eat my meal in peace,
Hey, brothers, take it back to Dr. Love. Hey, brother. You.
It's kind of weird, and it's only works in my head, I guess, but my vision would be to all the things everyone has said here, and then to use what resources we could, if possible, to get this sounds weird, to get the Larkin referral center, Hay Street Referral Center, moved like farther down Hay, so that way we can kind of free the kids and show them that there is really one way on hate, and that we should all move together and work as one. And so that would be my vision to start with, to bring all this up down, to build all this down here and bring it up, and then have good old fashioned party for not 40 or 80 but 150 years.
Hey, sister.
How about 1,000? That's the prophesied golden age. So
I'm here to volunteer.
1,000 years, I love that.
I'm sorry.
I'll volunteer anywhere.
I'm just too named because
Nurse Joy.
Nurse Joy. Nurse Joy. Hey, brother.
Hi there. I'm incredibly lazy, and yet I love to work hard. I only love to work hard on stuff that I love. So I shoot lots of photos, I make lots of videos, I edit lots of videos. What I think makes a community is people searching for what they love and working hard on it, whether it's relationships or finding their personal enlightenment or whatever. And I think that what makes, the part of, for instance, Justin Urban Plaza that really worked for Occupy SF was all the people who put love into it and worked hard on any number of different things. And I really like a rule of a community is that, you're welcome to stay here for free, but you've got to contribute to the community. And if you're you know, there were a couple of people, not many, but a couple at JHP who were, you know, ripping people off or being abusive or, you know, just breaking rules and saying fuck you. And I just think that the one and only rule should be, you know, just be cool and work on whatever you love, contribute to the community, and as long as you go along with that, you're welcome to stay here. And I just love that idea. And I really have been inspired by all of you and everything that I've learned since the beginning of October when I started covering Occupy. It's been really, I was really depressed before that. I thought there would be no rising up in this country like other countries. And really I'm happy to see it. And just remember what Mark Twain said, rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. The media is going to continually say Occupy is dead or Occupy is off the rails or whatever. Just fuck them. We're the corporate media. Liberty and me and Codeframe and the others. Thanks. I don't think it's
My name's Lizzie. I guess my dream is just where any space where so
Puff
many
and pass.
people like this.
No camping on joints. Puff and pass.
Thank you. Any place where so many people can get together and just all cohesively just mix so well and just relax and have a great time together. Be interested and just have good time. And it's been met almost every day that I'm here. So it's really great. I have that vision almost is met. You guys do not disappoint.
Hi, I'm Jedi, or James, or Aiden. I go by all three. I actually envision this to be a very, very historic site for many years. I think something huge is going to start right here with us. This is going to be history. This is history in the making.
Right, it is, brother.
So, with that, I think from this little launch pad right here, from where our dreams, our visions, and our hard work comes together, I think we can go out into the world from here and teach people how to do this in their own communities and seed it all over the nation. Thank you.
Yeah!
Hey, Sean. Susan.
Sean!
What's your vision, baby?
The vision.
Your vision.
The vision.
My name is Sean.
Sean.
I am a member of the Occupy community.
No, don't do that, dude.
And
What do you do?
what we call the Occupy here in America is called by another name in Africa. It's called the Arab Spring. This Occupy is not our Occupy. We are the forerunners. We are the ones to wake up the rest of the people. The Occupy is a spirit that is going around the world, waking people up all over the world.
That's right.
Even in America. We are the tools of this spirit. We are the awakening ones. And when we awaken, we get the first thing that happens, like I tell Susan, is that you get depressed because you look at the state of things for the first time. You see the state of things for the first time. You see your place in the state of things for the first time. And you are like, wow, this is fucked up. But everybody else is having a party because they are all asleep. You woke up in the dreamers, all the sleepers.
Yeah.
We are the awakening.
Yes.
It is our job to wake the rest of them up.
That's right.
So when we leave here, we go back and infect them like a virus. That's my dream. That's my vision for this place.
Yes.
I'm Steve. I'm not from the city, but I know that bicycles are an important part about saving the environment. And I've seen some workstations that are just tools with a steel cable to a post. If I could find some people to maybe help find tools and put up some bike workstations, that's what I think would be good for the area. And it's been a great weekend. It was a great surprise to end up in the city and have this going on and be a part of it. So.
Which one?
Me? Sean said it all for me. Sean said it all. What's your name?
Hi,
Susan.
I'm Nancy from Occupy, from Code Pink, from here. This is my community. Okay, since Friday afternoon. Okay, now I know I get high a lot, okay? But this morning, I woke up this morning and I said, wow, I am so high. And I haven't had anything. I'm not even coffee. And I said, why am I so high? And it was because this is such a community. I mean, we brought it all back together. We did it. We are vital. We're strong. And we have to go forward. Okay? And I love every one of you, even the ones that are annoying.
So my name is Gabby, and I want to share that I've been having a really beautiful time all weekend, and something that I'm taking from this is that, like, I think that there were a lot of skeptics and a lot of people who are like, what, you're just gonna throw this thing and it's gonna work and it'll be fine and everyone will just have a great time and it'll work. And I think it was cool that, like, yes, it totally happened and people went and, like, did the work and put it together and were, like, ambitious and had just, like, big dreams and, like, made it happen, and it happened. And I, and hopefully we can carry that spirit of making it happen and thinking big and dreaming big and doing big into this next year. And I've just been totally inspired, and I'm excited to come out tomorrow into the streets. I feel like we've been talking about this street party that we're doing, and it's going to be really fun. I still have like hundreds of flyers and many flyers. You can pass them around the circle even if anybody doesn't know about it yet. But people are going to be out in the streets all day tomorrow, starting at noon,
And Castro
going till 5. Yeah, totally. It's going to be excellent. It's going to be a really great day, and I also want to put it out there that October is going to be a really hot, really happening month.
Good.
In Oakland, and I think all over the place people are doing things, and I feel like rejuvenated and alive and excited, and I love the banner and the kind of the Golden Gate Commons, and I hope that we can take the spirit of the Commons with us.
Yeah. David put that up last night.
My name is Douglas Malloy, and I live in Chico. I just moved back to California about 5 months ago. I write about personal and social evolution. I'm giving a talk on unification at 5, which is why I'm here. I was invited by Kelly to participate with your group.
Thank you.
One of the things that we don't do as human beings is we don't work at getting past class distinction, which requires money to exist. We don't get back to living a simplified lifestyle in which there's commonality rather than ego glorification. One of the things that fascinates me is that we as human beings simply don't pay attention to the details that work for everybody involved. So that if you look at the indigenous way of living, disease-free, you look at the indigenous way of living and everybody got along for the most part. Then an event took place about 11,000 years ago in which the invader culture mindset started on this planet. The invader culture mindset lives for 3 things: war, greed, class distinction. So what does it take? What does it take for us wanting to do a simple thing of enjoy our life in a common spirit, in a common bond? We don't pay attention to the right details. We've got science, which gives us nuclear weapons. We've got religion that gives us guilt and fear. We've got education that teaches us a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. We have business, politics, law. We have medicine. These things do not work very well. So what does it take for us to do the simple thing of not pay attention to gender disparity, not pay attention to race, not pay attention to those things that confuses the issue? The simple fact of the matter is we stand in a very simplified environment. I'm standing in an environment that does one thing in 3 parts: stillness, peace, harmony. When I live that as a human being, it means that I will cooperate with the environment and with anybody that crosses my path. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow.
How's it going? I'm Shay. I'm a soldier for this movement and have been fighting it every day, working full-time activism now. Really excited about a few developments that are going on. We are fighting for our farm in Albany. I'm sure a lot of the folks here had helped us out to get that. I am the land trust guy. I'm willing to work with these land trust people. I think they're really good, and that is going to be a means by which we can transfer the land over to the people. And this is happening in a few great places, and if people are psyched for it, like, I'm going to keep on this same path because I think it's really good. I'm really excited to be here this weekend, an event for permaculture, like mostly, like, what's going to grow out of it? Anything could grow out of it. Art, let's get some plants, let's get some sheep mulching, let's get the swales. These are all really good permaculture concepts, so I want to give a big shout out to the organizers of the event. For my part, I'm going to keep on trying to get these communities together in the East Bay. I really think that we can do well by gardening, and that in areas like in Oakland especially, that there's a lot of folks that are into it, and I'm going to be there, and I want to be there to try to help however I can. So hello, I wanted to also announce that we've got some coffee that's made. It's up there by the van. If you wander through the Anarchy Village, then you might find it.
Where's the Anarchy Village?
Coffee and breakfast.
Where's the Anarchy Village? Oh, and what is your name again?
I'm Eddie Che. EddieMill.tumblr.com.
Down here and then going for coffee. That's my plan. Hey, brother.
What's up, guys? What's up, kids? My name's Shaggy. How you guys doing today, you know? Actually, from my perspective, man, I like this, you know? It's chill. You know, the scenery. Everything, you see everything, you know? You feel everybody's vibe, it's all good. Everybody's all happy, you know? And, like, this is how it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be, like, united, you know? You haven't seen people for so long. People that you met before, you always want to see again, you know? And through my perspective, when I was traveling, like, you just go to different occupies and, you know, it's like kids reunite there. Traveling kids that go to different states, you know? Wow, that's what Occupy was about too, you know? Like, just reuniting with kids that you haven't seen for a long time. I'm just so happy that I see lots of people every once in a while. When I go back from another state, people love me. And it's not because, like, I don't want to or not. It's just because I want to love everybody, you know? I want to be friends with everybody, you know? I want to know everybody. I want to, like, I can feel, like, how people are, like, I see different people's problems when I'm traveling around. And, like, it's all different when I see different people talk, because I see their different life and how they see through things, you know? And it's how they feel through things. I don't know how to explain it, man, but it's really something. The music was beautiful. I could feel everybody's energy from their playing the guitar, you know? Like, it was so great. And, like, just being with everybody, man, like, everybody's so happy. This is how it was supposed to be, you know? I feel happy, you know, everybody cares, you know, like, you're in somewhere where everybody's doing the same thing and everybody cares, you know? It feels for you and you feel for them, and everybody's so loved.
Shaggy just gave a message. Come on over, this is happening. We just come from a long trip by train. I done my freight train all the way from Portland, Maine. Is that right, Shaggy?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
everybody's done here. Like, we came here for a festival that never showed up, and we're happy that we're here. What's going on today? So a couple things I'd like to say. I think this is great. Everybody's been putting in their own agendas or their own love and effort towards everything. We're gonna go cook some food today finally for you guys. So finally get some shut up and eat in your face holes, hopefully. and I don't know, the bus, we were heading east and gonna go, but the bus ain't gonna make it. We're having problems with our transmission. So if anybody knows anybody locally that has a spot, maybe a diesel mechanic, that'd be great. Huh?
He's a diesel mechanic, brah.
Hell yeah, well, then that too, you know, we need to fix the seal on the train. So yeah. Hell yeah. I want to say Shut Up and Eat is with a long-time Rainbow Family Kitchen. It's Red's Dead Tour back in the 70s, am I right? Yeah, well, everybody was on tour back in the 70s, you know, and people, yeah, we originated, our first year really was 05 in West Virginia, and then I came in second generation 06. I've been doing it ever since. And like everything we did to get this bus together, and that's one thing too, like I got this bus, you know what I mean, and people need to eat. I'm more than happy to hang out here for a little while, see what's going down, but the main thing in my agenda is get that bus fixed. So, and then if anybody knows a spot, like anywhere that we can go, it's going to take a couple days, we got to drop the chanting, blah, 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 but somewhere we can go for a day or two. It's going to be at least a day. And tools, I don't know if I have the right tools, so. Talk to his brother. All right, and so. All right. Don't let him slip through your fingers. Thanks,
Park in the backyard here. Park it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, park it here.
Right down in the front row.
Don't worry.
Build the garage.
I'll lay that.
Well, my name is Michael Justin Prock. I've been wandering up and down the 101 highway since I turned 18, looking for a place to belong, you know, looking for people. I'm only 19 now, so it's only been about a year and a half. I do gotta say that wandering up into this circle, it's been a serious eye-opener as to what's going on in this park, you know what I mean? Like, I've never seen anything like this. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah!
It's fucking great. You know what?
Here we go!
And you know, I think I found what I'm looking for, and it's chill. It's awesome.
Only a year and a half. That's nice. That's a good time.
I'm Switz. I've been traveling since March, and San Francisco. I'm originally from Florida, and San Francisco has become
You get the orange juice.
And not for free either. It's a common misconception you have to pay for your orange juice.
Wait a minute.
All right.
I'm from Florida, so we'll talk later.
I call San Francisco my home. I find myself just wandering back here at the right times. I wasn't trying to get here. I was originally trying to go to Hell's Gate, and I ended up here, back in San Francisco, with a half ounce of hash. My ex-boyfriend is my road dog, and I've got no hash, I've got no money, and he's gone. And I found all the people I was originally looking for. We've talked, like, in Oakland. I used to stay at the Oakland house, and the only person I see here is little mom over there. And we used to sit and talk, get hella stoned, and talk about doing some shit like this in the park. Like, this park was originally, like, the history of it is it belongs to us.
Amen.
Like, it's ours. The cops aren't really anybody to tell us it's not fucking ours. No, we live here. They don't. They patrol here. They work for us. This is home to a lot of people for a lot of years. And it was really awesome to come in and see my family, the people that, you know, cried when I walked up. Like, Mama's the shit. Wherever she is, she's fucking awesome. I remember this guy constantly walking around Occupy, fucking doing the same shit that he's doing right now, and people yelling at him, but to each their own. I don't give a fuck. I love every one of you guys, and I think it's awesome that, you know, a bunch of fucking hippies and bums to society and outcasts can all get together and do something more fucking amazing than they could ever think of. I mean, we're comfortable, we're not looking like fucking paper dolls all in dresses and fucking suits. We're gonna try
Barbie.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking Barbie. I don't know what you heard, but I'm not a Barbie. My shit does stink. It doesn't smell like roses. I'm just as nasty as this kid. I don't care. Everybody in this circle love me. If they don't, then fuck you. I don't care.
And you like Scrabble?
I love Scrabble too. I'm down if someone's got a Scrabble board. I will rock your world in some Scrabble. And I'm gonna be helping out Fat Boy. Put some food in your hole today. I'm not part of Shut Up and Eat It, but I will shove some food in your face. Literally or metaphorically, either way, I don't care.
Woo!
Alright.
Hi, my name is Oliver. This is my first time in San Francisco. It's absolutely amazing. Everything has just been falling into place. I came up here with some friends from Sacramento, and we didn't have a place to stay. We were just figuring we were going to wing it, and then we happened upon the B-end, and yeah, it's like absolutely. My vision is I would really like to see this happen all over the place, so that way kids like me and kids like my friends and kids like all of us can end up in a city that we know no one in, and you know, walk up on family, walk up on a community, walk up on a place where, you know, we're all equal and we can all work together in order to make something really happen. I love the skill shares. I mean, on the board there's 4 or 5 things that like I've been interested in a while that I haven't found a way to learn. I'm sure I have other things to offer. We're only going to be here till later today, but I definitely would like to get more involved. Make it happen elsewhere. I'll stop.
Oh.
My name's Panhole.
Yeah.
Just play.
I came to San Francisco back in February and lived in Golden Gate Park for about 3 months. And then I hitchhiked to Tennessee and went to the gathering.
Got Josh out.
And accidentally came back. I didn't mean to come back. Like, just happened. And I've been here, just living in the park, and I'm always like, I actually had dreams, like when I first came here, of people doing this in the park. You know, of actually like saying, "Fuck you, the cops," and just come out here and just sleep out here to like actually do something. Actually to make a home here, you know, instead of just like wander around in the city, you know, actually do something about it, like just make grow stuff, you know, make the community work together. I like what I see.
My name Ayat. I'm a black Seminole, and I'm gonna say this real quick because I don't really too much tell my history, but I'm a black Seminole, which was from the SLSC Muskogee tribe, which were here when before Christopher Columbus was here with the natives a long time. Yeah, I remember my first ass whooping was my grandmother whipping me for letting a white mailman come onto her property. I was supposed to defend. You know, I grew up hearing stories about a 17, 18-year war that only lasted because 2 races of people got together on this earth and fought against the mightiest thing that was standing, which was the American Army, U.S. military at that time. I grew up hearing about Florida being a sanctioned territory, being Spanish territory, being taken over, being swindled away from my people. So whenever I hear people occupying, it's like I grew up wanting and believing, you know, that you don't raise your kids from the outside in according to what your fears and what you went through. You know, you have to love them enough to see into them and speak to them what you see, or guide them wherever you see them going, because You know, a lot of times we get in the way, you know, of our children's growth. So for that reason, I love Occupy, because when you come here, it's like every faction of people. It's like everybody, man. It don't matter what you are, what your subculture, what your trip, your flip, whatever society did to you. Everybody came here and everybody was forced to deal with their crap and everybody else's crap, and we seem to do it better than everybody else. So, you know, I love everybody here for being family like that. That's beautiful. For me to see that in my lifetime, that total flip and idealism. But also I believe in the expression of the human being. It's like everybody has forgotten the humanistic tradition of being, of you know, communing with one another, strengthening each other, inspiring each other, whatever our gifts or our goals may be, like we're doing right now in this circle. You know, and I think everything that we do, from what you walk, the way you speak, you know, the rhythm, your clothes, your style, everybody here is pretty much, you can tell who they are because everybody's characters shine. Everybody shine because they're allowed the artistic expression of themselves, you know, whether it be through artwork or simply being. You know, I love each and every one of y'all for just doing that and for allowing me to see that and for showing it to the world, you know. And that's why I'm here. That's what I love, you know. That's the way we should raise our children, you know. Everything is art, you know. Give it to them, and let them give us whatever's gonna shine through the next generation. Yes, you know, all the time.
Yeah, I love what he said. I love what all you said, actually. I love what he said, and yeah, I just want to nail this trick, and I'm thankful to get the space to practice and get to nail this trick. It won't be right now, I can promise you that. Maybe it will. Either way.
Years ago, a drum circle brave, a drum was down there. There's one person in that. Wow, what's that? Maybe a little longer. The next year there's 2 or 3. Now it goes all night long. People throwing the back and forth, doing amazing stuff. And if you're tripping, you don't see the people anymore. How many people see it? You just see them. Hey, you got to keep doing what you do. Anybody back there?
There. Vision of here tomorrow.
Come back to me.
Hey, bro. You're in the circle here.
Hi. I'm Judy. Hi, Judy. And I just got here. I'm from Oakland. I'm here to do a Skillshare on compassionate communication. And I guess I'm surprised by this gathering. And I'm happy that Occupy is being talked about. And what's that? Yeah, I want to see Occupy thrive, that spirit. And I have a vision that the big buildings in city centers that are currently used by banks and governments and institutions that I feel very alienated from, that the people like you and me and anybody as a person occupy those spaces and humanize these institutions so that we can relate to each other as living beings with feelings and needs and have systems that work to nurture our God-given artistic and creative and spiritual presence on this planet. And I feel excited to be here. Can someone tell me where is the Skillshare?
Wherever you want it to be.
Compassionate communication.
The workshop and Skillshare space is like to this side of the log pile. So the way that we've been organizing the space yesterday, acoustic music is over there, then visual art, space for speakers, discussions like we're having now, workshop and Skillshare space, a community kitchen, yoga and meditation, a dance floor, and then amplified and electric sound.
So I'm at 1:30 there?
Yeah, the schedule has been a little bit like a little loose. Not exactly on time sometimes, but yeah, we're like 20 minutes from 1:30, so maybe after this circle. What is the name of it again?
Compassionate communication. Communication for people.
So that'll probably be our first workshop today, is compassionate communication, communicating with people, right to this side of the log pile. Yeah, or in this circle, you can just go from here.
Maybe we can do it from here.
Yeah, stay here. This is a good place for communication.
Well. We're going around. Thank you, sister. Hang out. Go ahead, brother.
It's going really good. I am also surprised to be here. I had no idea I was gonna end up in a place like this. I came a week ago. Now what you envision, guys, that shit can be done. Actually, where I come from, people are already doing it. I've been eating from growing gardens for the past year. It's just fucking awesome to eat good food, well, healthy, and fucking free. Now, things down there just fucking grow. But the techniques are out there and a lot of the tools as well. And then it's just a matter of investment. Actually, before I actually came up here, make some money, take it down there, build a permaculture farm. Before I came here, I planted 200 ramon trees, which Mayans used to eat it. It was as important as beans and corn. Indigenous people don't eat it anymore, but it's becoming more known. Now that tree has a lot of uses. And yeah, I also wanted to say that in accordance to the Mayan calendar for the moon cycle, people where I live make a sacred fire every 12th of the Mayan number to receive the 13th. Today is the number 12 of these, and so they'll be doing a sacred fire down there to receive the day of tomorrow. So it just claps perfectly, and yeah, this shit can be done.
Good.
Can be done.
All right, brother. Where are you from? Guatemala then?
I'm from Guatemala. Yeah.
Guatemala. I tell you what's good job. I just want to pop in for mention it. I hear everywhere about a gathering like this, but no, I can't even imagine how big it's going to be. Down in Palenque, have you heard about that?
Yeah.
How many people have heard about the gathering in December, the Mayan New Year at Palenque?
But I think that's in Guatemala somewhere. Palenque is in Mexico. They haven't decided yet.
Oh yeah,
Florida. It's happening. People are going to be coming in that direction from everywhere. I think it's going to be a series of gatherings. It's going to make, because people say there's going to be something big happening at the end of the Mayan calendar, at the end of I think it's the beginning of things. And the gods don't do it, they don't do it, people do it. People like us do it.
Yeah.
And I believe people coming together, I plan to be there, people coming together in Palenque, just on this side of the Guatemala-Mexican border, because this comes from a time before there was that border. Fuck that border. There's Mayan people by the millions living on both sides of the border. Am I right, brother?
Yes.
So fuck the border.
Yes.
They'll be coming over, back and forth. Palenque, end of December. Be there or be somewhere else.
I'll be there.
Oh, that's okay. We'll look for you, bro. Bring some of those fruit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We're having a secret fire right there. Maybe we can get that. Hey, sister.
Hi, I'm Jenna. The reason like this is we live in a world that's so based on fear and violence. And we're here working to change it, and we're showing love to each other. We're feeding each other, we're growing with each other, and we are committed to show each other love. Because that's the only thing that can transform a place that's forgotten love. And we need to have this happen all the time. We need to not forget it. And I feel that that's what we feel changing. Like, the cops think that we should be afraid of them, that we should stop doing what we do just because of fear. We don't have it anymore. It's about love now. And I'm really happy to be here.
Hey, everyone calls me Coffee. And I'm so glad that I found you guys. I've been an activist for almost 7 years. And I was really going through it lately for like the last 6 weeks. I kind of lost that awesome person that's inside here. And I know it's been there for a long time. So some friends of mine, we escaped San Diego, and we came here. My first time ever in San Francisco, and I found my people again, and it feels so great. We've been staying in a hotel in Sacramento doing some environmental work, and I just have to say that the love and the food is better than any hotel you can ever. This is home. This is where we live, and we should definitely be loving each other and taking care of each other and taking back the fucking planet. Yeah, it's a take back, and I'm taking my spirit back, and I'm gonna take all this back to San Diego, and we're gonna fucking love the earth, and we're gonna love each other, and we're gonna occupy. That's all I got.
My name is I'm Dylan. Been involved with Occupy since it started a year from tomorrow. This is exactly what we wanted back at 101 and JHB, and this has tons of potential to be whatever we want it to be. One idea I would like to suggest is that of earthships. They're sustainable homes that have everything within its home, so sewage, maintenance, free energy, solar, water collection. That's something I think we should look into, as well as the community garden. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what the next few months bring. Happy to see all my friends again. Yeah, no, we're doing it. 2012.
I'm really excited with what I see here, and I think it would be cooler to just see it spread more and more places. And yeah, I think it's important to just maybe connect with the community too, and get be doing stuff for them, and they can help us, and then expand out that way. I like what we're doing. That's crazy. Right on.
I just got to San Francisco. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, like my dad had the cabin and had to sell the cabin.
And everywhere I go, there's like, I always get fucked with by the cops and shit just for like being homeless or being traveling or just like being anywhere. And like I just kind of stumbled upon this place. I don't know anybody in the city, and like this is like the first place where I'm just allowed to like be here and not have that be a problem. It's fucking awesome. I wish this was everywhere. Glad to have you here, brother.
I'm known as Alexa, and I'm attempting to manifest the love that overflows when we truly realize that we are one. And learn all the skills I need to help myself and help other people, and share those skills that I have.
We're talking about. to say about it back there?
All good. I'm Aaron. When I was 17, I joined the Army and served for 4 years. I got out about 2 months ago, so I've traveled all over the place, and ever since I got out, I've been going to destinations, protesting. So I've been all over. I like it here. It's a lot better here. The people, they do it a lot better. It gets a lot more violent other places, which really doesn't solve anything. I've been tear gassed and everything, and it doesn't even help. So I really like the way they're actually doing it here, and they're doing it the right way without getting the cops like involved and everything. And it's a good community. It's not like it is other places. Other places you really got to watch your stuff. Around here, like, nobody's stealing people's stuff. Everybody, I mean, there was no fights or nothing. Like, it was awesome. I've been really stoked.
My name's T-Bone. I'm a Haight Street kid. I've been out here for the past year, and I've been watching everything go on in San Francisco, and you know, it's not what it's supposed to be. It's not what this city stands for. And this place is meant to be full of love and full of peace, and now all it is power for money and greed, and the police want all the power. You know, this shows them that even though they tell us that we can't do something, that we're the people who pay for it. We're the citizens of this country, and we're gonna do what we want. And we're not just gonna do it in a protestful way, but we're gonna change it and turn it into something that's beautiful. And this is really a big opportunity for all of us. Anyone that stands for anything peaceful and righteous, man. This is changing this landscape right here with all this cement crap and the dirt out here, man. All this wood could be made into beautiful artwork by someone out here, man. And this place is great, and we're gonna make a big difference with it.
What's up, man? It's been an awesome festival. Great weekend. This park's been occupied by humans and other native, species for quite a few generations on the human side, But there has been a lot of permanence, though, And this looks like an ideal spot. This is 1 acre section of land where something definitely created. A lot of resources already on site. It's a permanence being made.
Thank you, brother. All I do is picture.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I'm from Watsonville, which is kind of a stagnant energy. So I get up to Santa Cruz as much as possible, which is a bit more free flowing. And then when I get to come out here, it's free flowing, and I would just like to come get some of this current and take it back and help the energy flow more freely.
Thank you, brother. Good. So this brother I just started in the morning we're talking, and he's a part of many generations of church people, am I right? And this be church. So welcome, brother.
First, I like to say thanks to each one of y'all first. Coming together, allow me to come through the door, allow me to sit here and be able to be a lot fruitful to y'all. I'm glad that y'all all came together and came to an understanding. And I just think that the peace within this circle will be very, very strong. Occupy, this is my first time I really heard too much about Occupy. So I'm actually learning through the aspects of each one of y'all. So each one of y'all teaching me something different. And at the same time, y'all showing me something different about how to relate, how to sit here and talk to, how to sit here and really just help myself, when it comes to, by me being, walking through these little mountains, these little valleys. And I'm thanking y'all for each one of y'all, because each one of y'all is actually a jewel. And I'm thanking y'all for sitting here participating and really express each one of your hearts. And it's not, don't, I'm not gonna say it's being heard, it's being loved, it's being cared, it's being treasured. I'm just saying, you know, right now, just want y'all to keep this circle going on, not just only right here. Keep the circle going on as we sit here and walk, as we sit here talk, as we sit here goes out not only through San Francisco. I'm talking about each other places. Take this walk when you sit here after this little monument right here, this little landfill. Take it upon these streets. It's really just to stay focused upon really occupying and really helping one another as brothers and sisters. Now y'all became my brother, and look at your partner and say, you my sister. That's real faith, and that's real whole. That's the complete of a whole circle, having a complete whole love.
We love you, brother. Thank you, dude. And your pup.
And my name is Marcus Leach.
Marcus, what's your pup's name?
Her name is, let's see, Diamond.
Diamond.
AKA Baby.
Baby.
Come on, Mama.
Well, Diamond Dave, I'm looking around. I'm feeling enlightened. I'd be amazed because I knew I was saying when we first started, I said this is going to be a reunion, a revival, a resurrection, a renaissance, and a resurgence of that spirit of Occupy, resistance, rebellion, and peaceful revolution. And community, strangers becoming friends, friends becoming family, family becoming community, and communities on the move. That's our movement. So being in this circle, I think this is our next step. We're getting on the same page, we're getting out of the box and pushing the envelope of community. I see a couple of things happening. I want to tell you that comes out of it for me, that there seems to be a lot of interest in this very space and what we can do to make this happen, to make it into an art piece, a community, a people's place, a refuge. Keep on going with it. This is not a closed circle. It's an open circle. So I think I want to put it out there. Who would be interested in being a member of a working group? Is that the right name? We've been meeting every Wednesday to plan this event, and it happened pretty well. And it hasn't been heavy, has it? We've cooked it. We got together. We cooked together, and then it segues even before we knew it in the kind of meeting where people are saying what's needed to be done, who can do it, and who volunteers. And hey, brother, thanks God it happened, did it not? All that we did in the last year, strangers becoming friends. Hey, Ryan, it happened. So I suggest, because this working committee, we'll have to do a number of things, probably. Probably have to deal with the powers that be. Probably have to deal with our brothers and sisters in the community. Probably have to get together and come up with some ideas in this idea of an open-ended community, an open crowd, not a closed crowd, to do it. So I want to just ask, who here would be interested in being part of that, taking us on? So it doesn't end here, it won't, but taking it forward. Well, let's put together we got a paper and a pen. Let's do it. Let's get together and item in this warehouse, and not this coming Friday, but maybe Friday after. It's right by the farmers market. We can go out there and get some food at the farmers market. It's right across the street. Cook breakfast together and talk about it. How's that? So has anybody got is there any paper and pencil?
Yeah, I can take it.
Yeah, well, why don't you pass it around, and people who want to be part of this, put it on there, and I'll get hold of everybody and make it happen. What do you think, Ryan?
I don't know if there's still people in the circle that want to speak, so...
Well, I'm going to keep going around. We
continue.
can do this simultaneously. I'm done.
No.
We're gonna have a class pretty soon.
We were just going to make an announcement that, we plan these 3 days with workshops and skill shares and yoga and things like that, and plan to have all the food for it and everything, and we kind of wanted to let whatever happens after tonight be organic and up to everyone in this group. So there were 4 months of planning that went into this, like Diamond Dave said, to have 3 days happen. And what we've been doing, we've been collecting food every Wednesday from the farmers market. They usually give us 10-12 boxes of produce after they're done selling that they have left over. We cook it, and then we've been doing this action we call the Food Bank of America, where we go in front of a Bank of America and we share all the food for free to show a world of abundance rather than scarcity. And those resources are going to be available to us still. We have a bunch of tents that we can still set up if people want them. So we do have resources and people we can get in touch with to make whatever people want to happen. But we just wanted to say that after tonight it's open-ended, and it's really up to everyone else here to organize and make what they want to see happen. So I think our first workshop is the communication workshop here, communicating with people. And after that, there's going to be a Bagua Chinese martial arts workshop. There's object manipulation like poi and staff, mutual gratitude and gift economics, unification, and then there's another ballroom dancing workshop tonight at 7. The first music on the stage. I'm forgetting actually. But
also, we wrote the schedule up. It's leaning over there by the welcome, so it has the whole schedule of workshops, concerts, and yoga meditation center.
Fog City Banjos playing at 2, Mark Matos at 3, Time Zone Whoever, Johnny Lowry, Chimera might come back and DJ again. We have Gray Space tonight at 9. There's film screenings tonight. And if people want to make like a new workshop board and start offering their own Skillshares workshops with a time and a place to be, we can definitely make that happen. So I don't know, we were planning to have a cleanup here, so if people, while we stay overnight, this last planned night, if people could clean up the space really well, and then whatever people want to make happen here or elsewhere from there is totally up to everybody. So I know there's a group of Occupy the Farm folks going down to Santa Cruz on Tuesday to start planning starts if anybody wants to go lend a hand with them. And yeah, be well. And, oh yeah,
We're getting together down there at the
right.
And then dancing through the financial district and ending up at 555 California, Bank of America. So this is going around. Well, and there are people who haven't spoken, so let's make sure everybody gets a chance to speak with their heart, their mind, and their spirit. Occupying all.
What about, the Oakland is coming over tomorrow. Aren't they just Ready Manning Plaza at 12 for a dance?
Street party.
And then at 2 o'clock, don't forget the Castro with Craig.
And we're all going to be linking up at 5 o'clock at 555.
Oh yeah, 555.
5 at 5.
5 at 5.
And that's where it's coming full circle. That's where I first encountered Occupy. I heard they were coming a couple days after New York, and I heard they were coming, and we were up at 555, and that's where some of us first began. Anybody there on the first day of Occupy? A year ago, the 17th or so, 555.
One more thing was, so 5 o'clock is symbolic burning of student loan and mortgage debts. So you can bring a photocopy, or you can actually fill out a form there and set it on fire. 7 o'clock, we're going to show all of my student loan videos, all my housing and eviction and foreclosure videos. That's going to be a little bit over an hour of videos. We're going to project them on the wall there, whatever wall is best around 555. We've done this before. We've projected onto buildings. It's really fun. It's a nice little party. And besides mentioning Craig and the Castro, there's also Occupy Bernal and Ace, who have almost single-handedly brought foreclosures to a near standstill in San Francisco. Just amazing people, elderly people thrown out onto the street by banks when they haven't even missed a fucking mortgage payment. Serious. And they're doing their press conference and rally at noon at 401 Dennis.
Tomorrow, right? There. Tomorrow. So the sign-up is going around here. Let's go back. There's a few people who haven't spoken. Go for it.
Random started Occupy and SF like soon after it started last year, about a month. And DC for a little while, and other places. But it seemed like it kind of died out everywhere.
Reborn. Rumors are that.
Yeah, the rumors weren't really the truth. And either way, I noticed it's everywhere in almost everybody that I meet. So glad to be here, just in time for this.
Random is a cool dude. I met him through my good friend, Maria Mango. Any friend of yours, Maria Mango is a friend of mine. And I think some of you know what I'm talking about. Take it away, brother. This is the banjo guy.
Yep, I'm Joseph. I play the banjo. Joseph, I play the banjo. I've been diabetic for 9 years and 11 months. And my vision is a 24-hour free coffee shop made from rubble, and a vegetable garden over here that grows medicinal, like, you know, vegetables and plants, and let's say a 24/7 like DJ stand here, like a place where people can come in the community. So, you know, it's kind of like community, culture, and kindness is what I live on. And if it's not there, then it's like there's no life. You know, so it's really important for the vision of human life that this is happening actually. That the sustainable part of it isn't just coming from a laboratory or a room over here. It's actually like coming from the heart of the community. And that's a real thing. And so I think it's important that this place grows, you know, that we've all been shown this, that we're all here, we're all present, that we all do have a vision for this place, and that it's set in the heart. And yeah, I'd like to see pumpkins and sunflowers and beets and carrots and kind of like a real free spot for people to come and express, you know, that they're not just like left on the street after the festival leaves, you know, after all the merchants pack up and like do their thing. You know, after big business goes home, you know, we're still like wondering if like, you know, I'm gonna find a blanket that somebody left on the sidewalk tonight. It's like, no, I'm gonna go to the 24-hour inspirational free coffee shop down there so that when the sun comes up I can like grow some cabbage, you know. And I think that's like where we're like real separate, you know. And I guess maybe sometimes I do suffer from diabetes, and it shows me like the importance of community. You know, it's like maybe if you think something's wrong, then that's what it is. You know, that there's like a real serious problem in the world, and I do feel like the cure for all of that is like growing as a community, as a culture, as kindness. You know, and like without it, like nothing would live like beyond today. You know, and like, so I think it's really awesome. I've been in San Francisco for like since 2005. This is my first time right here in this spot. I think all the time I've been everywhere in the city. It's like, wow, this footprint is here. You know, it's like that's a real amazing thing actually. Like sticking to the nature of eco and economics. I think that's like where all of this is. You know, so the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going around.
Hello, my name is Caveman.
Caveman.
Yeah. I've lived in San Francisco for about a year now. I hung out at Occupy for a little bit, and I loved what I was seeing, having glimpses of what the future is. Because there's a lot of people out there that are really just depressed, waiting for everyone to evolve. And so they feel pretty helpless. So to gather together, finding the others and getting it done is awesome. And I actually met Diamond Dave at the Republican National Convention in Tampa. Yeah, he told me about the
delegate.
They sent in 5,000 police officers into downtown Tampa for those few days, spent $50 million on security. They had helicopters, they had a tank, they had hundreds of riot police, and nothing fucking happened.
So we had community. We met.
That's right. Because you know what? The energy's there, and everybody's the man anyways. Just like Maynard said in Hooker with the Penis. I'm the man, and you're the man, and he's the man as well. So you can point that fucking finger up your ass. But you can forget that last part. But yeah, and so it's here, and you know, you can't get discouraged about little things like little farms closing down, because 99.5% of species on this planet have already lived and died, extinct, and it's going to happen to everything. You just need to keep on pushing. And I'm really excited to see the possibilities, what's going to happen in the Bay and all around the world in the next few years. And it just, this is where it starts, finding people and start fucking planting food and, you know, having a good time, because we can't wait around for Jesus or aliens to save us, you know. salvation will come in a series of negatives, as Terrence McKenna said. And so planting your own food is the beginning. So it's exciting.
Thank you, Terrence. All right, this guy's been a strong worker from the beginning. This guy's ready to roll out.
I'm called Air, and I have a couple of visions. My long-term vision is to live in a world without coercion, nation states, armies, corporations, and such. And so that's my long-term vision, you know, where if we do have any formal organization between ourselves, it'll be from the ground up, neighborhoods, communities, watersheds, and not nation states and bureaucracy. So that's a longer term vision. A middle term vision, I guess, for this land is incorporating a lot of what people said: gardens, gathering space, inspiration for other spots around the world. I think the working group model is the way to do it. I probably won't jump on as a core member, but if I can be helpful when I can, I would love to. I'm mostly based in the East Bay, but yeah, I would love to see the space continue. Tonight there also is a call out. I mean, I will probably be staying here again. There also is a call out by some who are going to be staying at the Bank of America building. That leads into my short-term vision, which is for a great day today and leading up to tomorrow. And I just want to say I love peace, and I think peace does stem from ourselves and inside ourselves. But also we need sometimes to have friction to change things. Friction is electricity, it's energy. And sometimes if we do want change in this world and we recognize there's things we don't want that maybe are affecting us negatively, maybe are affecting other people even more negatively, maybe even benefiting us to a certain extent. But if we want to stop that whole trip, we might have to take direct action. So also part of my short-term vision is tomorrow to be awesome. Once again, people are staying tonight at 555, tomorrow at noon. People are meeting up, where was it at noon? At Bradley Manning. At 1, we got the street party, which is going to be awesome. I got hella flyers, especially if you're going out of here today. And we're going to meet up at 1 at Bradley Manning. At 2, we're going to head out into the financial district and party it down, party Babylon down. Also at 2, meeting up in the Castro is a group that's going to be doing stuff there from 2 to 4, and then marching down to 555. Also at 3 o'clock, there's another group meeting at the foot of Market, at 1 Marketplace, who's going to be challenging foreclosures. So basically, we're all going to be doing cool stuff in the streets, and I want to encourage us to create spaces like this that are our own and that are in nature somewhat, but also to never stop going in the streets to confront power. And let's have a balance of both. And if you want any flyers, hit me up. I also have these beautiful ones for the 555 call out at 5, where I hope everybody will end up tomorrow, no matter what else you do. And if people want to hold this space too, I support that. And I'll try to come back tomorrow night if people are still here. Other than that, party on and you know, love the revolution. And if you want flyers, get some from me.
Shining. He's from the group. If this does work. Thank you. And where's everybody else? Go for it, brother.
My name's Ramon. I came back to some of the different Occupy things when they were at before the tents went up over at the other place at the what is it called? At the Embarcadero Center.
Bradley Manning Plaza.
Yeah, Bradley Manning Plaza. Yeah, I think it's great that we're here right now. That we have like a central place to like all meet up at and like kind of work from here to get together, touch base, and then figure out what we're gonna do. Like in a pretty much to like someone else was saying, enlighten the whole world to be that light. We're still getting together. We're still here. It's been a lot of work put into this. I also wanted to say that like lately, or like in the summertime, it's been like really sunny. We've had a nice summer in San Francisco. Usually summer is not so much nice weather, but then at the same time in a lot of other places in the country, there's a big drought going on. There's a big drought, so I think this month and maybe last month or something, there was like a shortage in water and stuff like that. And so this lady came here yesterday and she gave a workshop on how to catch like rainwater that's going down the street, and then you like drill like a little space like 6 inches into the sidewalk, catch some of that water, to start growing some food. You dig like a 6 inch deep, like maybe I don't know that wide, like a hole in the ground, plant some plants, herbs, whatever, and that's like I'd like to see like just some basic skills like that to be like, you know, to have like a basic skill set that everybody can have, you know what I mean? And then because then something like that going out into the rest of the, you know, into the rest of like, you know, where everybody lives at, that would be really like inspirational to a lot of people. It's touching on a lot of important topics, you know, permaculture. I want to see it get done over here too. I want to help out with that. That's awesome. Along with anybody else that's talking about permaculture, you know, we all need food, we all need nutrition, we all gotta be healthy. You know, we all gotta, you know, take care of our any kind of wounds we got. You know, yeah, and we could do a lot of that through. We could feed ourselves, heal ourselves with, you know, growing different plants. If we could get that set up over here, that'd be awesome. That'd be the shit. And I would love to see that. And also, I know elections are coming up pretty soon. I'd love to see like Occupy have some kind of leverage and to be able to push like whichever way elections go towards the Occupy direction. You know what I mean? So that would be awesome. You know,
Way left.
exactly, yeah.
You're the left out. We're coming in.
Yeah, and
I got your phone call. That was you. I get it.
yeah, definitely.
Oh, I probably want to come someplace. Hey, there's Cat. There's Richard. He's a poet. This is, I think, Cat, what do you think? We're talking about where we go from here.
Well, I'm not camping, so I feel like I can't really say everything about what should happen. I think what's happened this weekend is so exciting to see people coming together, and it's just wonderful to me. We were just talking about community and how we need community so badly, and that, you know, people who don't have homes or maybe looking for a place to call home, as well as people who do, are like sitting in their living room watching TV. And you know, it's just so important for people to have a chance to do things like this, come together and talk and share ideas. And so I feel like that's one reason it's so important we're here today, because the Commons, you know, to have a space where space is all over, where people can come together. You know, there used to be like town squares that people would really come together, and you know, that's something that's been lacking. So I really appreciate this so much.
Hey, sister. Talking about you.
I just wanted to start off by saying that I'm so overjoyed waking up here this morning and to still see a camp is just like unbelievable. Watching this thing develop from what it started from and come into reality has been amazing, and I've been so happy to be a part of it. We all have these really great ideas, and we have all these great intentions, and it's really important that we stick to those good intentions and speak only with intention when we speak to each other, and to abolish all of this doubt that we might have and fear, because you can allow that to exist in your reality, but you can also not allow it to. I just want to see this place grow and to grow things here. We've all been trained. We've been training for so long, and I think we're ready for it.
Should I know?
Where? Oh, other donut.
So I'm really encouraged to see what's been built here, what's been built as a movement. Think about history, and yeah, people have done lots and lots of awful things, but if you look around at the world, there's so much good stuff that people have put together. And sometimes I think, wow, how could they do that? But everything that people have been built, it's just people that built it. So it's encouraging. We can do anything. We just have to figure out what we want to do and go ahead and do it.
So on that note, Ryan was gonna set up a.
We had one more person that wanted to. Sorry.
One more person to go.
First of all, I want to thank you all for giving us the opportunity to be here. And for being in this beautiful group. 1 year ago, approximately, I would have never thought I was going to be involved or practically being homeless after the loss of my business and a building and helping out the poor. Now, basically, I am 89 are the founders of Occupy South San Francisco. I'm sorry. And the police came and took our building away, an illegal foreclosure as well, without a 30-day notice, or they changed our locks completely and they removed our car, company vehicle, everything was taken out of our building away. So we're about to file a big complaint against the police department and file a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit against the police department. We're going to need everyone's support after we get funds. I want to give my word that I do want to give a part to the whole Bay Area, build a community and some sort of ranch or place for all the occupiers to live and have a place where to grow food. But in order to do this, I'm going to need all of you guys' support to expose the city for the corruption of the destruction of a free enterprise, a free, humble enterprise that was built out of nothing. I mean, I'm not old money or anything like that. I built my money very hard work, and I want to share my wealth with all of you. Thank you.
Occupy Verno, I believe they got a lot of expertise in this situation. Occupy Verno. Now I think everybody is there anybody else who'd like to say something to him? In that case, well, hold on. The sister here, Judah, is about to do her workshop about compassionate communication. We've been pretty well doing that. We've been opening the door right here. Is that right, folks?
Yeah.
That's it, everybody. But I see a segue. I see this brother here, there's a rock star right here, and he's got his guitar in his hand, and I can't always tell a book by its cover. But in this case, I think I can ask him, could you take us out with a song? What, hey? So much pressure.
Hey, after the song, Dee and I and maybe Eddie and whoever wants to help, we're going to start sheet mulching this area over here. So if you want to learn how to build topsoil by layering organic materials, and later we'll probably dig some swales. If you want to learn how to make an A-frame to measure contour and elevation with 3 sticks and a string and a rock, and dig swales for sinking water into the ground. Help us throughout the day. We'll probably be doing it throughout the day. So if you see people with shovels or cardboard and soil, just come learn how to do some of these basic permaculture techniques to build soil and grow food, and help us start sheet mulching this area so we can build a forest garden here in spring.
Right here.
Oh, and tonight we'll meet again after either after the music stops or after dinner. So if people want to circle up here again tonight, we'll probably do like another circle. Yeah, I hope so.
Where is that sign-up sheet for the working group? Okay,
Thanks, Ryan.
If anybody's got a ride to Action Council, I'm heading that way looking for a ride. Or downtown San Francisco.
One more person over here. They've been invited to come out here.
Thanks, Peter. Good to see you. Huh?
Did you speak?
I didn't speak.
You want to speak while I shoot?
No, I'll be all right. Everybody knows why I'm here.
Don't panic, keep it organic.
Don't panic. I won't panic.
He's got to give us a gift. And
I was gonna say something to the viewers real quick. We'll try to get it all this recording, so I'm gonna step away. And that's a circle meeting here at the Human Being here in San Francisco Golden Gate Park. The group's gonna go on to some more activities and stuff. I'm gonna try to get some recording of the festivities here and the learning skills that Ryan mentioned, and if I can't live stream it, I'll record it and post it up to YouTube, OccupySFTV, and Occupy One Liberty signing out for a little bit here. I got to do a battery check, archive the footage, and we'll be back. Peace and love from Occupy San Francisco.